Okay, I think we're live. Fantastic. So I know that, yeah, it's about 8 o'clock. So, yeah. I think we're going to get going. Well, I mean, we're going to wait until a few more people get into the room before we get going. I'm excited for tonight. It's one of the first live streams in terms of... let me just make sure that I've got the dashboard here just so that I can keep an eye on the chat. Make sure everything is going well. Everything looks like it's going well. All right. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. It's a Patreon suggested album review or album live stream. There we go. Words, I can use it. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time, I hope. And let me know in the chat if the volume needs to be changed at all. I've got two pretty good speakers here, just blasting us with the good tunes. Looks like the patron that had suggested this album is in the chat, so thank you very much, Charles. I'm excited to dive into this. The album that you had suggested isn't actually on Spotify, so I had to do my librarian skills to try to track it down. So it's just one bassoon. Oh, did I put it as like bassoon or something? I thought I had Monsoon Bassoons. I think it's all good. It's just one bassoon. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm just gonna have Monsoon Bassoons. Oh, it'll be whatever it is. So yeah. Pretty excited about this. As I said, I had a difficult time trying to find this album because it wasn't on Spotify or any other streaming service that I subscribe to, so I was able to track it down, and I'm pretty excited to listen to it. I have not heard of this album at all before, so pretty stoked to kind of dive in and see what it's all about. Which leads me right into kind of my patrons and why I'm actually doing this. So thank you very much, Charles. So Charles donated to my patron, or Patreon, because he's the patron. And so he's getting this live stream. Very excited. I also have a few more new patrons. So I believe Paul and Mark, and I think I already did Brian's. But you all are getting a live stream and a few album reviews. I'm just finishing up, I believe it's Chris's. It's either Chris or it's Aiden. Maybe it's Andreas. A lot of these guys, I need to be more organized. Anyway, I just finished up his actual album review. He had me listen to some EDM music, so that was pretty fun. I hope to get the album review for that up next week. Or no, not next week, like on Wednesday. I already have everything done for that. I just need to actually upload it. So yeah, thank you everybody. That has been fantastic. It's been helping me grow the channel a little bit more and been able to actually spend some time on my videos. I've been going back and forth whether or not I actually want to open it up to YouTube and making it more of like putting ads on my video and all that, just so I can get paid through YouTube, because I don't actually get paid through YouTube for doing any of this. So thinking now might be the time if I were to do that. So yeah, thank you to all those amazing people. You guys are amazing. Love you guys so much. You are making whatever it is that I'm doing possible. So enough of that for now. So yeah, no, really, thank you. It's amazing, and I never actually thought anybody would give me money for doing what I love to do. So it's fantastic that people want to do that. Okay, I don't know what happened there. YouTube is fun. I pushed the wrong button there. Hang on. We're coming back. Okay. I want to get the... There we go. Oh, there's no S on the end. Okay. I'll change that right now. Bassoon. Oh, I don't see an S. Where's that S? Sorry, I'm just looking for the S that Charles was talking about. Apparently I put it as... Monsoon. Anyway, I'll find it when this goes live. Well, I mean, it is live, but I mean, like, archived live. The music is a bit loud. Thank you, Matthew. Okay. Yeah, if at any time the music is either too loud or too soft, let me know. I've got my earbuds in for that very reason. But, no, do let me know throughout the chat. I'll be keeping that up there. And also, just put down any of your... Questions. I want this to be kind of like a hangout. I will be giving my opinions and my thoughts of the Monsoon Bassoons. I always wanted to call I Dig Your Jazz, but it's I Dig Your Voodoo. So I will be giving my thoughts as it comes, but just to kind of talk through the silence, so to speak. If you guys want to put down any questions, like it looks like Joseph here, hi Joseph, has been saying that he's got the good timing, because it's always when it is. Is that the Harmonium, the album by Harmonium that I did a Masterpiece Theater on? No, this is, we're listening to Fresh Air. This is usually my kind of prelude music that I like to listen to before I dive into things. Harmonium should be on Spotify. I'll have to double check that. I'm pretty sure they are on Spotify. I'm actually going to move that because got a little text here. I had my phone up just so I can keep an eye on several different things at once. Oh my gosh, YouTube Premium, stop it. Every time I go on to YouTube, it's always like, I don't know. Oh no, Joseph, keep those questions coming. As I keep saying, I love to have more of a dialogue. This is what I always like to do with my live streams, even though it is a kind of as it comes in, talking about the music, because that's, I know, what people want to hear when they come on to these. Let's see here. Can explain how Patreon thing works with the album suggestions and reviews. Yes, okay, that's actually a great question there, Joseph, because I set this up about a year ago, but I guess I never really explained it to anybody, because even those who have donated have asked many times, so I might do a separate video of that and actually link it to my Patreon album. But essentially, right now it's just subscription based, so it's once a month. You could donate $1, $3, $5, $10, $15, or $20 per month, and I've even had a number of people that prefer to do like the one-time donation, and what I usually suggest is go on for like the monthly amount of how much you want to donate for that one time, and then just cancel it. This way you're still getting all the benefits of that patron tier without having to do the whole monthly donation thing, because I still want to give back. I don't want to do anything just for the, like, I don't want you guys to give me money just without getting any kind of a perk. Like, if you guys want to do that, by all means, but I feel like I want to give back a little bit. So if you donate $1, you get your name in that little title card that I had at the beginning, and I'll do that at the end as well. If you give me $3, you get a live stream, which is what's going on right now. $5 gets you an album review. $10 gets you 3 album reviews. I think $15 gives you a customized playlist, which I don't think I've ever actually done, because I don't think anybody's actually given me the $15 rate. And then the $20, you get to pick the next worst to best band. So I've only had 3 people do that. So Matthew was the first one. Somebody bailed, and unfortunately I just haven't followed up with them about what band they wanted me to do, because I still want to do that even though they canceled their subscription pretty much like 1 or 2 months into it. I just need to find the time to get into that. And then finally the next one is going to be the next band that I cover, and I don't want to give away whatever that band is, because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise. It's a very different band and one that I grew up with, so I'm pretty excited and stoked about diving into their discography. I'm starting to get into that. Yeah, I know, Matthew. it's. I think I might have to do like an actual video about it for those who are interested, because even thinking back, it was very like of the moment, oh, this sounds like it's a good idea, and I just kind of, that's just how I structured it. So I'm trying to think about how I can restructure it to make it a little bit more making sense. Okay, so I think that's enough rambling on. I think we have enough people. I mean, we're inching over the 9-minute mark, so I think people actually want to listen to the album that I promised that I'd be listening to. So I'm going to put a pause on the Mannheim Steamroller and their Fresh Air. If anybody was wondering, that was Fresh Air 3, one of my favorite albums from them. And now we're going to listen to the Monsoon Bassoon with their I Dig Your Voodoo. And this album was released in, I think it was 1999, from Weird Neighborhood Records. So, pretty stoked to listen to this. Like I said, I have no idea what this is going to sound like, so I'm coming in it as fresh as you guys are. And if that's too low, it sounds a little too low. So let me turn that up. If it's at any point too low or too loud or whatever, let me know. Turn that up a little bit more. This is always the hard part, is trying to find that perfect balance. Okay, so some first thoughts. Is tonight the hot take session? No. Whoa, hey, that came. Hello. Oh, this isn't... There we go. Okay, so I apologize in advance because this mixing doesn't sound all that great. So I apologize. It's probably just another less than adequate rip because I actually just found it on YouTube. So I apologize in advance if this isn't the best quality. And to answer Matthew's question, this is not the hot takes video. Just getting a good feel for this before I dive into that next one. I think I'm going to take off... There we go. I'm going to take out the earphones. I like to have the earphones on just so I can get a good taste. I think it might be only coming out of the one speaker. Anything out of the other one. I'm just going to pause it for a second, guys. I just want to make sure that it's not... Yeah, it is. Okay, hold up for 1 second. I'm just going to try something. It sounds like my speakers, they're the worst. I'm just going to jig a little bit in the behind the scenes, so I'm going to be right back. You're going to see some pajamas. I regret nothing. Oh, I will keep that playing though. Oh. No, not yet. Give me a second. It's almost there. Technical difficulties. All that fun stuff. Come on, you can get it. Okay, I have an idea. Not working. Come on. Alright. I think that's as good as I'm going to get, though. Oh, wait. You know what? Okay. New plan. New plan. Haha. Okay. Oh, boy. I'm sure that was super enthralling and oh so exciting. Okay, so my speakers have carped out. Here we go. So instead of using those speakers, which I was using before, I'm going to pause that. We're going to connect my Bluetooth speaker. I'm going to get out of there. Okay, so we are going to connect this. Here we go, here we go. Alright, so I'm just going to rejig it. Apologies, everybody, but thank you so much for sticking around. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Come on, play it. You know you want to play it. Yeah. Okay, so I'll put that. Where am I put that? Here? Yeah, right about there. See if I put it. I gotta put it like there. Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. There we go. Ah, what'd I do? I'll put it there for now. Okay, thanks for sticking around. How's that for audio? I think that's a little bit better. Okay, now to find that, the Monsoon Bassoon, I dig your Voodoo. Okay, there it is. Here we go. Take two. Oh, that sounds better. That sounds much better. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in stereo. I actually want to try something. Doing the whole like ASMR thing now. Like, alright, so I'll keep this here. There we go. And I just won't use the keyboard. Put that up like so. That's like so. Now I have no idea. Whoa, boy. Oh, let's turn that down just a bit. This will be fun, trying to figure out what the best audio intake is. Too loud, a little too soft, I'll just put that there. And I'll move the mic over a little bit so that the mic is on par with me and it. Okay, we are in business. That took a lot longer than I expected to. I apologize, but you know what? These are some of the things that you have to do when you're doing it live. You don't realize what's going on until you actually put it into gear. So yeah, do let me know if the audio is out or if I need to rejig anything. And also just let me know, any questions that you have. I was going to tackle Matthew's question about the hot takes video. So if you're not following me on Twitter, go ahead and do so. It's at Notes Reviews. I've left that all down there. Because I reached out earlier today asking for some hot takes, a part of my Let's Discuss series, which I did way back in the day. And I just realized that I wanted to do another one of those. So it's going to be a proper video that will be going up later on. Yeah, thanks, Jay. The review guy, amazing. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better with this setup that I have now than it was previously. So I'll take this up so I can get a full take. There we go. Okay, so yeah. Any questions that are coming on? So yeah, and Matthew, in short, that video will be going up later on, either this week or next week. And yeah, I just need to find time going on with Serbian's question about wondering when I do another live stream. Just needed to find the time. Life has been a little bit busy here with me. If any of you guys have watched... Ooh, this is very full. If any of you guys watched my little week in the life, you'll notice I was doing a lot at the library. So it's a summer reading program, and I'm the only youth librarian at the library right now. So I'm taking care of all the summer reading program at the moment, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So I just needed to find some time to actually get this, and today's a stat holiday, so library's closed. So I had a little bit of time to prep and get everything kind of, all that. Do I have any big plans for my 10K subs? I do have a big plan. I plan to dance around Toronto and film it. So I'll be kind of a music video of me dancing around Toronto, and I'm super stoked to actually go ahead and do that. I'm getting closer and closer. I'm hoping to do that before it gets into winter, because I don't really want to dance around in the winter time. I mean, it will show the city in the winter, but it's not really what I want to do. So that's my big plans for the 10K. And am I excited for the new Tool album? Heck yeah, I am. Yeah, they released all of their albums on Spotify and all other streaming services on my birthday. So, yeah, super stoked. Super stoked. Can't wait to hear it. I heard the really crappy quality live videos that they did of their 2 new songs, and it sounds really good. So, really stoked to hear more from them. So yeah, now that I'm listening to this Monsoon Bassoon, this isn't really what I was expecting, but I'm kind of digging it. It definitely reminds me of that very late 90s, early 2000s pop, punk, sharp edge alternative stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of liking it. It's reminding me of a little bit of kind of a heavier, shoot, her name escapes me. She was a Canadian artist in around this time. She did the song I Feel Pretty Today, or I Love Myself Today. I love myself today, not like yesterday. Can't remember who it was. but a much harder and sharper version of it. So yeah, I wasn't really expecting this. This is a lot harder and a lot more grooving than I thought it was going to be. I didn't realize the Contortionist was putting out a new EP. That's pretty exciting. Their last effort was pretty good. I know people were kind of lukewarm to it, especially with their first 2 releases, so it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, agreed, Charles. There are definitely worse birthday presents to have. Yeah, I spent the day at a local amusement park, Wonderland, and just gushed about all of the albums. What's funny, actually, my Uber... Biff Naked! Thank you! That's who it was! Biff Naked. I saw her live when she was doing the Edgefest tour way back when. Sounds like Dead Candies. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear the math rock tinge to it. I haven't quite gotten the math rock aspects to it yet. So I'm hoping that will kind of come up a little bit more. So yeah, I have a story about my birthday, which was actually on Friday. I took an Uber up to Canada's Wonderland, and the driver found out that it was my birthday because we just got talking, and that's how I am in an Uber. And he's just like, hey, it's your birthday, you get to pick the music. So we Bluetooth tethered my phone, and now that all the Opeth or the Tool albums were on Spotify, I played 10,000 Days. And because it was a shared pool, we had this little old lady that came in, and I got her listening to like Wings for Mary. It was pretty intense. I had a blast. Yeah, I mean, Charles, if you want to copy paste whatever influences from the wiki page, have at her. This is your live stream, right? So you can do what you want with it. Did I check out Opeth's new single? No, I did not. As I mentioned in my last live stream, lately I've been avoiding any new material from bands that I really, really admire, because I find that they lessen the enjoyment whenever I go in with hearing something that's... Sorry, I'm just really liking this part. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to turn this part up. Now I'm hearing the math part. I'm really liking this now. That was nice. That was really nice. And I can definitely hear the Cardiacs connection in this. Like I can hear that kind of like off-kilter, aggressive singing style from the male vocal on there. But I love that female vocalist. So the two are playing around very, very nicely on there. Yeah, their harmonizing skills are very well done. Very nice. Oh, that was nice. That was really, really nice. So yeah, Siberian, just to get back to your kind of comment there, I haven't checked out Opeth's new single. I want to listen to their album in full without hearing anything out of context. I want to hear the whole album in context. So yeah. Oh, okay. Tim Smith produced the album. I can hear that. I can definitely hear that. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. I can't. It's either too loud or too soft. I'll keep it here, and if anybody, I'll just talk louder. How's that? I like that piano work. I like how that's like really playing around with that root. Nice little dance they had there. This is very smooth. I definitely like this. I like that bass line. It does kind of have that highs and lows. Yeah, if anybody has any other questions, just to kind of fill in the timing there. So far this is really good. I'm trying to figure out which song is this. Let's see. It's a Commando. This would be Commando. It looks like this is one of their longer songs off the album. Let's see where it goes. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that one of the guitarists in this band later joined the Cardiacs. I can hear that. Any remarkable releases that I found out since the last stream? Yeah. When was that last stream? I'm trying to remember. I mean, I've been listening to a lot of Thank You Scientist with their Terraformer album. I can't stop listening to that thing. That thing is just, it's just fantastic. I recently picked up Neil Morse's Jesus Christ the Exorcist and really been digging that. Hey there, Ryan. Glad you can make it out. So I've been listening to that. And The Black Mountain. Actually, I've been listening to their latest release. I can't remember what it's actually called. Destroyer, that's it. I hope to do a video review of those two albums, Jesus Christ the Exorcist and The Destroyer from Black Mountain. Get them up later this week, early next week. So really, really good stuff. Oh, this is Commando. Maybe 13. Yep. And then next up is Volcano. Yeah, pretty excited about that. So far, this is really enjoyable. I can definitely hear the Cardiacs influence. But it definitely sounds a little bit more late 90s, early 2000s, whereas Cardiacs was much more of like that mid to late 80s. Like this one is definitely the alternative grunge influence. Like you can hear a little bit within the works. At least like the flavor of it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just you can hear the maturity a little bit. That's an interesting sound. I wonder how they were able to do that. It's probably a synth of some kind. It's like it's got a little hook on the end of each of those notes. Oh, I'm glad that Lighthouse by Oaks has been helping you out. Yeah, that was a really good album. I was really surprised at that. I'm glad that I've been able to help you. You definitely need to thank, I think that was Andreas Olsson that suggested that one, so you should be thanking him for that. He was the one that made me listen to it. Or whoever it was that asked me to do that for Patreon. Yeah, Charles, I can definitely see that. This is definitely If I were to compare this to any band, it would definitely be the Cardiacs, at least at this point. I mean, I'm only, what, halfway through the album? Not even. So... I can hear a little bit of that darker undertones. I like the note sequence that we've got there. Very off-kilter, very fun. Oh, hello from Mexico! Excellent! Hello! I mean, together we kind of make a North American sandwich. If anybody here is from the US, got Canada as the one bread, got Mexico as the other bread. I'm really liking this song. I'm loving the groove of this. Yeah, a little bit. I can definitely hear the Diablo Swing Orchestra on this. We just need that more of like an operatic vocal style, so we definitely have that. Maybe a little bit more insanity when it comes to the beat there. I can see this being like their precursor to Diablo Swing, because I think Diablo Swing came a little bit after this. I think they formed in the early 2000s. Yeah, I'm liking the build of this for sure. The build is very fun. This is nice. This is nice. Oh, wow. These guys support Snow Patrol? Yeah, that would be very interesting. Not a big fan of Snow Patrol, but these guys I can get behind for sure. Oh, I'm liking this. This is fun. This is really fun. I don't want this song to stop, so I'm glad that they're keeping it going. Ooh. I can see myself just getting lost in this song for sure. Oh, this is fun. This one is fun. That chaos coming in, that distortion, that really like... Oh, that's a nice little Radiohead ending there, where it's just like all that... Yeah, that's a very 90s end. I really like that. That's a very like 90s way of ending it. Like late 90s, right? Alright, so then if that was Commando, then we're into Volcano. Yeah. Yeah, I never had a chance to check out the Cardiac stuff they did in the 90s, but yeah, I can see this would be kind of the natural progression of their music. But yeah, WoW is for sure. I kind of want to go back and just listen to Commando again. So we've got Volcano. Let's see where this Volcano leads us. It's very grooving. Yeah, I agree. That build-up at that end was just mwah, mwah, brilliant. Interesting, a lost album. Oh, yes, I see what you mean on that sense. I like the groove of this. I like that this is a smaller song compared to the last one, at least at the beginning. Kind of gives us a little bit of a breather before we jump right back into things. But it doesn't compromise like the creativity either, you know? That was fun. That was fun. Exactly what we needed after Commando. So that was Volcano, and now we're coming into Wise Guy. Let's see what we got for Wise Guy. Who's the wise guy here? And waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting. I'm in a house, nothing I did, just go and dig. Reach over past the suggestion in a hole. 1,000 ideas I'm gonna dig. So come on, pass us a chair. I'm in a hole, in the flashbulb of clarity. I saw 3 silver sixes. 3 silver sixes on me in a hole in full garden. Lost in greenback. When I saw 3 silver sixes. This is fun. Kind of has a little bit of the go stop, which I kind of heard off of The King of Evil, like that first track, where it was just like, nah. So I'm kind of feeling the same thing on this one, where it's very like, go stop, go stop, go stop. I mean, technically it's very good. Trying to find that groove, though, it's going to take a while for. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like this. I really like this. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that was nice. What are we doing with this? What are we doing with this? Not quite as tasty as that introduction to this part. Let's get back into that. Let's get back into that. Okay. You can get behind this. Okay. A little bit, yeah. It's definitely getting into that fun, quirky aspect of the Thank You Scientists. Okay. I think we spent enough time here. I'm hoping that it goes back into that brilliance that we had before. I feel like we're spending a lot of time in this area. Okay. So build it up. Here we go. Where are you going? Okay, yep. We've been here for a little bit now. I was kind of hoping that you would go a little bit more, explore the space a little bit more. Okay. Just gonna play it out, eh? Okay. Okay, it's starting to refrain itself. Oh, hello there. Is it Jose Pedro? From Chile? Oh, Pedro from Chile. Welcome. That's a while away. That's kind of cool. You also love my old videos where I recommended books. Yeah, I could do more of those. There wasn't a whole lot of upkeep on that, but maybe I'll give that a try. Where should you start with Anathema or Atema? I always pronounce it Anathema. Okay, so now we're on to a track that I'm not going to pronounce because I don't really swear all that much. But it's F your telescope. Yeah, for Anathema, Weather Systems has always been my favorite, and that was my gateway into it. I also like We're Here Because We're Here. So those two are really good. That's where I would start, because it has some of my favorite moments. The Storm Before the Calm is probably my favorite track from theirs. And the title track of We're Here Because We're Here just makes me weep. Just straight up tears. Like it's inconsolable. So I really like those. Falling Satellites is also pretty good as well. Or I guess it's just Satellites. Falling Satellites was Frost. So yeah. And then Ebb15 is asking, what's my favorite Tool album? Lateralis. Yeah, Lateralis. Pretty much easily my favorite album of theirs. Like there are moments from Enema that I really like, but as a whole, it is a little bit more of a mixed grab bag for me. Like not all the moments kind of work for me. I haven't really sat down and listened to Undertow, so I can't really give an opinion of that album. And their first EP I haven't heard at all. And 10,000 Days is very strong. It's just got a lot of... It's a very strange album in terms of its flow, though. Because in my mind, there are 4 very distinct vignettes. Like you have the first 2 tracks, then the Wings for Mary, part 1 and 2. Then you have the Rosetta Stone suite, and then the last two songs, right? So, whereas Lateralis is very like cyclical, very smooth from track to track. 10,000 Days is much more of episodic. They're both brilliant, but Lateralis takes the cake for that. So yeah, keep those questions coming. By the way, I really like them. Have I listened to, is it Mungon? I have not. I have not listened to that. I'm sorry. Ooh, I like that drum work. that's fun. It's a really nice rhythm. Ooh. Okay, we really need to give props to this drummer. That's fun. I mean, it probably is another band member with castanets or something. He's doing that little crab going on there. But that's nice though. Favorite work from Alan Parsons? I mean, the Imaginarium of Edgar Allan Poe is really good. I really like that work. Eve is alright. Eye in the Sky might be the most catchy one. But I, Robot might be my favorite, just with those final 2 tracks of, what is it? The Apocalypse, and then the John, whatever it was. Like that pure chaos, and then the synth work of that do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I love that sweep. Yeah, Alan Parsons is very hit and miss for me. But, yeah, probably I, Robot's my favorite work from him. Alright, next up, 31, Blue Junction. Let's see how this is. Let's see how Blue Junction is. We're coming into the end of the album. Came up with an idea, Notes. Why don't you stream where you listen to songs that people recommend in the chat? Ooh, that's a great idea. Gio, my man or lady, that is a great idea. I might do that once I flush through, well, not flush through, because I don't want to make it sound like, but once I get through some of the Patreon videos, and maybe before the next Q&A, maybe I'll give that a go. I would have to find a way that I could monitor that, because I could see me doing that for like hours and not getting to everybody. So, yeah, let me think about that. I'll definitely do that. Like, that is a for sure, because I love that idea. That's a really good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, hey, and somebody just became a patron of mine. Joseph. Thank you, Joseph Hedner. Thank you so much, Joseph. That's fantastic. I will get back to them when I am done this live stream. And Jamie Frazier Keddy is on drums. Fantastic. Fantastic work. Okay, so this was the Blue Junction, right? This is interesting. This is like an old-timey recordy thing they've got. Like, I really like that technique where they take away all the bass and just really up the treble. Really fun. I know Steven Wilson does that a lot for his vocal work sometimes. It sounds like it's coming through a phone. Oh, I see. Yeah. So, according to Charles, when people do that, it's usually by donations, and then when people donate, they listen to that. That's interesting. I wonder if I would be able to do that, though. Because, I mean, there's only, like... I'm very aware of how many individuals come into my chat, or at least the live stream. Like, we haven't gone over 13 people, so... I don't know if it's very sustainable. It might just be me waiting for somebody to donate. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll see if that's possible. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a go. Although, watch, I'll do it, and then somebody says, yeah, do the Whirlwind from Transatlantic. There's the entire show, right? Oh, it's not the whole song. Well, see, I do the whole song. Unless somebody said, like, Thick as a Brick or Supper's Ready or something like that. Like, we've already heard those songs. But yeah, I'd want to listen to the whole song. Especially, with songs going wherever they go. I'm liking the guitar riff here. Like that subtle guitar mix that's in the background there. Very interesting. That was interesting. That was interesting. That was alright. Do I like Fair to Midland? I don't know. I haven't actually heard of them before. Oh, that's an interesting sound. I wonder if they're using one of those like machines where they do that. Like they've got like the iron bar and they've got like the metal platform or wooden platform and they just do this. Oh, was that from JoJo Bizarre Adventure? Because I do know about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I guess the whole question there is, do you think a lot of people today starting to listen to progressive rock thanks to JoJo's Great Adventure? The reason behind the meme from Roundabout, like where they do that whole dun 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 dun. I think it's fantastic. Oh jeez, what song is this? The Conductor. Wow, the Conductor? Constrictor? Constrictor. Oh wow, you can really hear the Cardiac's influence on this song for sure. Yep, that's... and I basically mimic what Charles was saying. It doesn't matter how they get into it, as long as they're introduced to it. I mean, I'm also a very big nerd, and I've been a nerd since forever. And so it's interesting because a lot of the nerd culture now is a lot more acceptable than it was when I was a kid. Like reading comics and loving superheroes and loving Doctor Who, like from the 60s and 70s and 80s, and being almost shunned from my peers because of that. And now it's very socially acceptable and praised. Like nerd culture's everywhere now. And even when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons, right? People would be like, "Oh, you're just playing D&D like a little nerd." And now D&D is coming back with a huge vengeance, and I love it. I love the fact that more and more people are getting into it. So I have the same sentiment now that people are discovering progressive rock. I think it's fantastic, and I love the fact that more and more people are finding enjoyment out of it. So yeah, I'm all for it. I think it's great. It also means that when I'm talking about it, more people know what I'm talking about, and I'm getting less of nose turns up or you nerd or whatever, we don't want to socialize with you. It's more of like, oh, I can actually contribute to the conversation. So yeah, I think it's great. I agree, Charles, saying that there's no point in gatekeeping. I did a whole video about the gatekeeping, be more of an ambassador than a gatekeeper. Don't worry about your friends making fun of you for listening to anything. You guys know my taste. I listen to Taylor Swift and Eva Max or Max. So there's no shame in it. I mean, you like what you like. So, yeah. Let's see here. I might like this Mexican band. One of the best. They opened a big show for King Crimson. Santa Sabina? Santa Sabina? Huh. I'll try to remember to take a listen to it. I always love hearing music from other languages. Like Harmonium sings a lot in French. Mars Volta sings a lot in Spanish. So I'm all for listening to other things. I think that's great. Which one is this? Is this still the... so this is the last one. This is the Iceman's Back Garden. Now I can hear more of the math rock. Now I'm hearing that math rock influence here. Sabina? Santa Sabina. Has it been there? Maybe? Yeah, this is cool. Oh, I like that. Yeah, if I can remember and find the chance, I'll definitely check out Babel. Sounds fun. When an underground band becomes popular, can it still be called underground? Not really. I mean, if it's underground music, like I guess that's the difference between a descriptor and a genre, right? So. Oh, I didn't realize Catatonia put out a new album. Fall of Hearts. I haven't heard it yet. Ooh, I like this though. I like where this song is going. This is cool. I like this. I'm guessing that's where that bassoon is coming in from. I love that bass line though. That bass line's really grounding the song here. Oh boy, that's my back. Oh, hey, General Spinelli. Glad to see you in here. We're coming to the end of the album, unfortunately. So, been doing great. Been doing really well. Ooh. I'm really like, ooh, that's nice. That's nice. I hope this is how they end it off and they just play this out. What do I think about Dan Swano? I'm not too familiar with Dan Swano. I might be? I don't know. This name's not all that familiar to me. What does that remind me of though? I'm trying to remember that riff. That riff reminds me of something. Oh, thanks, General Spinobi. Yeah, that was fun to make. That vlog. That was a lot of fun. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, that was. Yay! I'm glad people like my vlog. Yeah, that was in honor of the worst to best Yes albums hitting 100,000 views. The city I grew up in had like just over 100,000 people in it, so like thinking that like everybody in that city saw, like at least population wise, it's a lot. So I think that's it. I think that's the album. Alright, alright, alright. Excuse me. Ooh. There we go. So, let's see here. Some thoughts about this album. Really, really dug it. Really liked it. I like how it was able to blend kind of the mapping that Cardiac's kind of put out, and blended it with kind of like that math rock. Oh, it's back. Commando, probably my favorite song from this album. I'll definitely have to go back and watch that, like specifically. Check out that song. In the Iceman's Back Garden, that was really fun too. Yeah, really, really enjoyed that. I think Commando and then going right into Volcano, I think those two tracks really worked well together. And unfortunately, I don't remember too much of the first three tracks: King of Evil, The Very Best of Bad Luck, 97, and Soda Pop and Ash. Nothing was really kind of grabbing me. And this was their only album. They only put out the one, eh? Huh. It's a little bit of a shame. I'd like to see where they would have gone from there. So, yeah, that's... Anyway, really, really dug it. Really like that. I wish that the Monsoon Bassoon kind of continued on, but no, still really good. Really, really good. Yeah, I think my channel has actually had more than 100,000 views. I just know that video in specific had 100,000 views. Yes, General Spinobi. I was talking about that actually at the beginning of the live stream, where I was saying that I'm putting out your video on Wednesday because I've recorded it and I've edited it. So all I need to do now is upload it. So that's coming out for you on Wednesday, because I'm really, really bad with giving my patrons their dues. Really bad at that. I'm so sorry. But that's coming out, and I did tackle both part 1 and part 2. So both of those are getting that. You can't get away with anything related to King Crimson. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah. Let's see here. I wasn't sold at the beginning. Yeah. Probably about that third song. Soda Pop and Ash was when it was starting to pick up, and then Commando just hit me really hard. So that's really, really cool. But anyway, I think I want to end it there. So thank you guys so much for coming out. Just going to pump that Patreon again. And also mainly to thank. So Charles Smith was the individual that donated and got me for this one. I know I've got Mark and Paul primed and ready to go for their live streams as well. And then General Spinobi, his is coming out. Isaac, your video will be coming out on Wednesday. That's the video that's slotted for that time. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So thank you guys so much for coming out, and a double thank you, triple, quadruple thank you to all of my patrons who have donated up to this point. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. I didn't realize that anybody would actually do it when I set it up. It was more of a whim to see if I could. I might actually have to go in and reevaluate how I structure it, but for the time, it's kind of working. I just need to find time to actually give back to all those who have given to me. That seems to be the hardest part for me right now. But we've got a few things that have been queued up in terms of live stream and videos that will be coming out. So, no, thank you guys. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you. And that's going to be about it. See, this is where my dyslexia is coming in, because I see that as the exact same. Isaac, not Isaac. Isaac? It's... Yeah, I'm so sorry. My dyslexia is not letting me see any difference between those two things that you just put there. General Spinobi. So yeah, what did I say about next stream? Oh yeah, so my next stream. So that's going to be actually next Sunday. If all goes well, there will be another stream next Sunday. Probably at about just after 9. We'll aim for 9 o'clock, because I've got things to do. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are obviously the best, and until next time, notes out.